I'm just going to ask you, how in the world do you not like Gentleman Jervis?
Oh my God, that's what you want to talk about? Everything else
I
going
mean,
on in the world?
Zicky,
You want to talk about
what
that happy idiot, Gentleman Jervis?
what's going
He
on there?
drives
You
me nuts.
tried to
I
behead
watched
him
him.
for crying out loud.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the truth right now. It's been about 3 years since I started working at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. You know when I got my first camera time and mic time there? That was just this past November, all right? And I found that disrespectful. You know who had TV time the whole time? That happy, singing, dancing, mustache idiot Gentleman Jervis. And I got sick of it. And guess what? I got an impromptu match with him. So what was I going to do? End his career. Because I don't want to see him anymore.
Everybody loves Gentleman Jervis.
Over. Oh, give me a break. I've been screwed over time and time again by Marquez and Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. All right? And I'm sick of it. So what am I going to do? Take everybody out and shut down the company. Wouldn't be the first time I've done that.
You definitely injured Gentleman Jervis, and hopefully we're going to hear from Jervis right here on this very podcast next week. So he's going to respond to what you're saying. He's going to hear what you're saying.
I don't care. You think I'm worried about Gentleman Jervis? Huh?
Well,
hell out of here with that.
I've got to tell you that last week I had outlandish Zicky Dice as my guest right here on the podcast. And he is the total opposite of supporting his fellow professional wrestlers. I asked him why he did what he did to you, because just a couple of weeks back, it hasn't been that long, and I hope you're recovering well. He not only attacked your knee, but he tried to take your mask. And as you said earlier, that's a very important piece of tradition in Lucha Libre. His answer was because he was jealous of your TV time. What do you have to say to somebody like Zicky Dice who does that type of thing to you?
Zicky Dice is properly outlandish. I say the phrase, the gimmick. It's not just a gimmick. It's very real to life. You know, there's nothing phony about that. You know, Zicky Dice, he took a couple unfair shots at me, I'd say, and I wasn't appreciative of that. I thought I deserved better. But with that being said, I think Zicky Dice was employing a very dastardly strategy from the old territory days. After we had our match, David Marquez, who I think you saw on the program, he yelled at Zicky because Zicky was being outrageous, outlandish, vicious, really. And
I'm glad you brought that up. Real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jervis, but just so the fans know that Dave Marquez, he's usually if he's not doing interviews ringside, he's in the production area. So for him to come out of the production area and come away from his job of producing TV, it was something that was, like you say, outlandish. You don't see that very often.
Well, David Marquez has been around for over 13 years. You know, he's seen several riots in his day. And, Zicky Dice is very much a throwback to a bygone era. Zicky Dice, I think he'd be happy with a riot. And I think that's why Dave Marquez ran from the production booth, is because if Zicky Dice had taken off my mask, he might have caused a riot there in Port Hueneme, California. I think the people of without being too self-absorbed, I think the people there really respect me. And I think if Zicky Dice were to have taken away my honor in the form of my mask, that could have been really dangerous. So David had to come out and calm things down, and it certainly did. Mr. Dice, I think, above all, I don't think he wants to ruin his chances for employment. As you said, he wants to be on the show. So he did cool off a bit. And I will say this to Mr. Dice. If he acts less outlandish and a bit more sporting and gentlemanly and shows more sportsmanship, he might just get more television time.
Championship Wrestling joins forces with Grind City Designs to bring you the all-new Championship Wrestling Shop. All styles, all sizes, featuring the legends of classic Memphis wrestling. Pickup or delivery.